Hey everyone! So, 2 weeks ago, I got some new piercings, and I wanted just to talk about one of them. I got two, but another one I both have a video on, and it's like the most common piercing ever, which is a helix piercing. I got that one re-pierced. I don't know if you guys remember, but I used to have this piercing right here pierced, and then I had to take it out. But I got it re-pierced, so you know, that's fun. But I got my Daith pierced. It's probably like really gross because I didn't clean it yet, but we're just gonna ignore that. I'll insert a picture right about now. But I got my Daith pierced about 2 weeks ago, and I filmed a video the day after I got it, but my phone wouldn't let me upload it, so I'm doing it on my camera now 2 weeks later. Before I got my Daith piercing, I've heard so many different things about it, most of which my brother's gonna leave his room for once in his life. Most of which is that it's gonna hurt a lot, and get rid of your headaches. Okay, I suffer from headaches all the time. I mean, I don't get migraines every day, but I definitely get a headache every day. I get migraines quite often, multiple times a month. And I was like, hey, if it gets rid of my migraines too, then that's chill. But I'm not getting it for the migraines. I just think it's an amazingly beautiful piercing. You can see my shirt's reflection. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
How are you?
Tired. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you doing a live thing right now?
I don't know how to do live streams.
No, not live streams. Like, are you actually like talking for the video right now?
Kinda.
What?
Kinda. I feel awkward continuing it when you're out.
I just continue. You're fine.
It's awkward.
I'm only gonna laugh a lot.
Okay, so I got my Daith pierced. I actually bought a beauty blender. They're $20. Worth it. But and with everything that I've heard online, my brother is in the kitchen, if you guys didn't already know that. You're so annoying! I was semi-afraid to get it pierced. I was like, wow, it's gonna hurt so bad. And like, I always heard that the conches were gonna hurt really bad when I got them done, and they didn't hurt at all for me. But I was nervous about this one. So I went on a Monday, got it pierced. I had a head cold, so I already couldn't hear anything. And that's kind of like when the first problem came about. Is that I had a head cold, so my ears were already swollen, and then when I got it pierced, it just swelled more, so I couldn't hear anything for about 2 days after I got the piercing, and it was just really annoying, and just like my brother is being right now. It was just a really annoying thing to have metal in that section of your ear, and having it being so swollen I couldn't hear anything. Like, it almost hurt after the piercing. Like, the piercing itself, it was painful, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have a really high pain tolerance, and it still hurt. Michael is being so annoying! Do you want to say something?
You want water?
There's nothing in there. Michael! You're an ass. He just dumped water on me.
You're on the chair.
Anyways, so I said in my first video, which was 2 days after I got it pierced, that I would not ever get it re-pierced again. It just, which
was a lie. It was a total lie. She has more. She's a liar.
I'm talking about my most recent ones.
Okay, never mind, I lied. But she's gonna get more, don't believe her.
Anyways, so like in the first video, which was 2 days after I got it pierced, I was like, this is torture having this thing in my ear. Like I was contemplating just taking it out. Just 2 days into it, I was wanting to take my piercing out. And no, like if anyone knows me, they know that I hate taking my piercings out. Like I don't wear my lobes, but I don't like taking my my cartilage piercings out at all. I had an MRI done on my knee and they had me take all my piercings out, and I like had a little tiny bit of a panic attack. I was like, Kula, stop sitting on my makeup. I was like flipping out. I was like, no, I can't take my piercings out, yada yada. It ended up fine. I was able to put them all back in, but I later, like I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks later, I took out my helix for good, because my mom said that if I took it out, she would take me to go get it re-pierced, and that's when I got my Daith and my helix. But I can't stress enough how uncomfortable this piercing was for the first 2 days. Like, I don't ever hear anyone talking about the pressure you feel in your ear. Like, that's weird, but it swells so much, and I wonder if it would be different if I didn't have I wonder if it would have been different if I hadn't have had a head cold right before getting it pierced. But it was excruciating. Like, I don't give up easy, and I was ready just to rip them out and move on. Like, it hurt so bad. Obviously I didn't take it out, and I'm very happy I didn't, because after those 2 days passed, it instantly started feeling better. Swelling went down, yada yada yada. Now it's 2 weeks later. I heal really fast, but it's 2 weeks later and I can, like, it's none of my piercings are sensitive. I can hit my ear, I can play with them, all that type of jazz. Clean it twice a day with sea salt, sometimes 3 times a day. Sea salt water, not iodized, sea salt water with distilled water. A little Q-tip, I just kind of like rub it around. But those first 2 days are torture. It sucks. I don't like it. But with that being said, I'd probably get it pierced again, because it doesn't hurt anymore, and I was just overreacting over those 2 days and stuff like that. So I'm almost glad that I didn't get the first video posted, because I feel like this video would be contradicting almost everything I say. Okay, now for like the pain and stuff like that, because I know everyone's going to want to know about that, how much it hurt. This piercing hurt. I have friends who wanted to get this piercing, and I flat out said I had to hold my mom's hand. Like, I was already nervous, and then I'm glad I was holding I squeezed my mom's hand. I feel like a baby saying that, but I held my mom's hand in the piercing room, and it hurt. And I bled so much, like my ear filled up with blood. It was so horrible. But I would say it hurt maybe like a 6 out of 5, so it's like, it's tolerable, and it only hurt for a couple seconds, and then it was just really hot. And then after that, it started swelling, and that's when like all the pressure started hurting. But like the piercing itself, like the needle going through the joint, it hurt. I have really thick cartilage on my Daith, so, and she wasn't able just to get it with one stab. Like, she had to push down on it 3 or 4 times before it actually like went through the cartilage fully, and that was just awkward to me. So maybe like if you have like thinner cartilage, then it wouldn't hurt as much. But I got it pierced with a curved barbell. They try to pierce it with a straight barbell. Don't get your piercings pierced like that with a straight barbell, especially when it's supposed to be a curved piercing, because that's just going to cause you more pain in the future, and it's just not a good idea. It won't heal right. I chose a curved barbell just because I did start a new job at Wendy's, and they don't like dangly jewelry, and I was like, okay, so I'm not going to do a hoop. A, because of my job, and B, because when I got hoops on my conches, they just got infected so much, and I'd always healed my piercings with studs. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just the hoops. So I was going to do a curved barbell in this one just so it like wouldn't get infected and stuff like that. Just didn't want to do it. I did end up getting a hoop on my cartilage though, like my helix, because I didn't want a big huge stick just sticking into my ear. It would have been like way too long, and it was, I knew it was going to get wrapped up in my hair, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I was like, no thank you. So I did get a hoop on that one, and it is sensitive. Like, The Daith does not hurt at all, but the Helix is a little bit sensitive, but it's nothing I can't and won't deal with. So I'm kind of just like dealing with that, keeping a little bit extra care with it, but that's kind of like my only experience with the Daith piercing that I have. I don't really know what else to say about it. If you have questions, put it in the description below and I will answer them in a future video. I'll probably make another video in a month or two on how it's kind of doing, but yeah. Oh, next week I've had my industrial for exactly 1 year, and that's crazy to me, but I'm happy that I have it. But yeah, so I don't really know what else to say. I don't want this video being excruciatingly long. So I'm going to end it here. If you guys have any questions, again, put it in the down bar. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to get this makeup look, it's a makeup look off of Sabrina Carpenter's newest music video. I just shot a video for this makeup look like 2 seconds ago. That's why I still have it on. So I'll put its link in the description box below. And yeah. So, love you guys. Bye.